What's going on, everybody? It's about that time for a Week 12 recap. We're gonna go ahead and look at the Thursday night game, which I thought was gonna be in lack of better words, a shit fest. You know, I really thought that KC was gonna go out there and just straight analyze the situation, but they didn't. And the Raiders deserve some credit for that. Obviously, I don't give the head coaching staff or any of the staff, or I just want to say staff, any credit for the Oakland Raiders winning this game. This is all for the players. For you guys that don't understand what I mean by that, it's beyond coaching right now in Oakland. That's not a real coaching staff. That's just guys that want, that's getting a check right now. Like I've said in the previous podcast, I really feel bad for them. I really feel bad for the Oakland Raiders as an organization. When Al Davis was alive and everybody was, making comments about these things about, he only drafts guys with speed. He only does this. He only does that. For some reason, even though we knew they were shitty, they played with a lot more energy, a lot more enthusiasm. I'm not getting that from Oakland right now. I can't really understand. I can't really understand exactly what the situation is in Oakland. All I can know is Tony Sparano needs to go and just do something Spanish. Like, is he Italian or Spanish? He needs to go do something Italian or Spanish. I think he's Italian. Yeah, definitely. It ends in a vowel. Yeah, he just has to go he has to go have some, penne alla vodka and get the fuck out of the NFL. This guy just looks like a douche. It's great. It's great that they won the game. That's not my issue. But the bottom line is this. Everybody has to understand something. Oakland's gonna go 1-15. Listen, look, it's about reality of the situation. They're gonna go 1-15. I don't know what Kansas City did that game. All I know is that guy broke out with a wild, vicious run. It was like 90 yards. It was so ridiculous. I don't even know the guy's name, bro. I don't even know who he is. All I know is that Darren McFadden is playing like a dumbass. That's all I really know. Maurice Jones-Drew, whether he's been hurt, he's been a pussy. I don't really know exactly what the situation has been, but he's been a non-factor for the most part. What was that? Derek Carr. He's been decent, but like I said, I don't know what the Raiders are doing. I'm just happy for them, man. Like, when you see a team come up with a win like this, you're happy for them. It means a lot to them, but Kansas City has a lot more to prove. And speaking of Kansas City, Eric Berry, my thoughts go out with him. I can't really say prayers because it's always going to be what it is. But my thoughts and my feelings and my energy goes out to him, hoping that whatever they diagnose him with, he has a speedy recovery and he just gets back up on his feet, because that's life itself. And just hearing about, the mass in his chest and stuff like that really, it just hits home. You think you have everything, you're playing well, you're a Pro Bowler, everything is going well. I don't know how a guy is or how he is outside of football, but I don't wish this on anyone. So it's always unfortunate to see someone go through, any type of cancer treatments and stuff like that, because at this point in 2014 in the world with this, it's just, we're behind schedule as far as cancer treatments, and it's just so unfortunate to see these young kids, adults, the elderly, they go through these ridiculous treatments that should have been evolved into something much more efficient by now. But just because the way that, medicine is and the way that pharmaceuticals is in America, it's all about making money. It's not about the human life. So regardless about how much money you have and what you're making, it's a chance that you can make it. We've seen a lot of people that had a lot of money go as well. So my thoughts go out to Eric Berry, and I just hope that he's able to rebound. I wish the best for his family, regardless, man. When it comes down to it, we're all human beings, and we don't ever want to see anybody go slow. If you're going to take me out fast. I always ask for it that way. But just going through that diagnosis and the extra stress and having to fight for it. Jim Kelly, recently ex-Buffalo quarterback. It's just so tough to see it happen. And if you have feelings as a man, like how I am, that grew up where usually it was gun violence or any other type of violence that just took somebody out right away. There was no suffering. To watch somebody go through that type of suffering is very, very, it's stressful. And it's like, it just hits you really, really hard to know that this is something that's a reoccurring theme. Even though we're in 2014, it's kind of ridiculous. We should have done a lot more from this point, up to this point, to be able to have this as something something else. But then again, the only thing that America has ever cured is polio, so what the fuck am I wishing for? But other than that, Kansas City played like shit. They didn't play D. They made a team that had no business beating them, beat them. And they got what was coming to them. They got their ass whipped. As far as Andy Reid, he has to have a little bit more cheesesteaks because it looks like he's losing a little bit of weight, and I think that's contributing to the factor of the masculinity. Whatever that meant. But Kansas City sucked for this game. Jamal Charles couldn't really get it going as much. Alex Smith, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. But as far as that goes, Kansas City is still a playoff contender, man. They're still a team that can go in there and make some noise. So we got to just wait and see, especially with what's going on with Eric Berry. We got to definitely wait and see what's going on. But Kansas City is still explosive enough offensively to make a run in the playoffs, in my opinion. Okay? So you guys let me know. You can bash me, say whatever you want to say, but that's, you know, I watched them play. They're a very electric offense, and it all starts with Jamal Charles. So again, that's my opinion with it, and we got to see what happens from week to week. But losing to Oakland, it's going to happen. You're going to lose to a bum every now and again. It happens. Cleveland at Atlanta. Cleveland 26, Atlanta 24. You see, this is the shit that goes on with Cleveland where I don't know what I'm getting. Congratulations to Josh Gordon for coming back. You know, this man just couldn't stop smoking weed. No matter how many millions he's making, he couldn't stop smoking weed. But he came back, had a pretty decent game. Hoyer didn't play that well in the beginning to start, but he ended very, very well. And that's what I always tell people. It's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. And he finished pretty well to come through. Manziel is starting to get very, very restless on the sidelines. He's starting to say things. His camp is starting to say stuff. I don't know how that's going to go. I predict them trading Manziel or Hoyer. Somebody has to go. They both can't be there together. Listen, sometimes it just can't work out. It's just the reality of it. People's egos are too big for the game, and Manziel is one of those guys. And I'm not saying that his talent doesn't outweigh the ego, but it's too much of a distraction. So something has to be done there, you know, for the Cleveland Brown fans. It's enough that your fucking Cavaliers are like 6 and 7 or something, and LeBron is calling himself a shitty motherfucker. You don't need this shit going on in your backyard as well. As far as Atlanta goes, they're still like #1 in their division. The NFC South is a fucking shit fest. Cam Newton sucks. Who else is it there? Atlanta, Carolina. The Saints suck. And Tampa Bay is horrible. So that division, it might be a guy that comes out that's like fucking, you know, 5 and fucking whatever, 5 and 11 might win the fucking division. They suck over there. So it's not really a big deal as far as Atlanta goes. They're still in the playoff hunt. They have no hopes, bro. It's just unfortunate for the Atlanta fans that they may not get a higher draft pick because they're you know, they may make the playoffs and shit like that, and the way it'll work out, they may not get as high as a draft pick as they deserve. But they're playing like shit as well. But they played very, very hard to start the game off. Cleveland, that comeback was real. I believe what Josh Gordon had like 10 catches, 100-something yards. Like the comeback was real. That was a pretty big magic trick for Hoyer to come back and do that work like that. So that wasn't something that people should take for granted. That was a really big deal. Hoyer's playing very, very well, I believe, even though he started off shitty. It's about how you finish. Atlanta, you know, the Dirty Birds, bro, I don't know what to tell you, fans. Like, I get Atlanta fans tweeting me, telling me shit, oh, bro, Atlanta, no. Atlanta's fucked, bro. I don't know what's going on, but they're not going to beat anybody. Their defense is horrible. You know, I don't know what's going on offensively. Matty Ice is Matty fucking dry. That guy is a fucking bum. I don't really know what's going on with it. I couldn't really tell you. I wouldn't be surprised if Atlanta makes the playoffs because of how shitty that division is. And based on the next couple opponents they have to play. That's just my opinion again. The homecoming for Lovie Smith, Tampa Bay at Chicago. Chicago 21, Tampa Bay 13. Did anybody really believe that Lovie Smith was going to win another football game? Like, isn't this guy like 2-9-1? Bro, this guy, yo, bro, no, hold up, no, they're 2-9, I think. They're just 2-9. This is, yeah. Lovie Smith, bro, this guy is a fucking clown. Well, he won't be there next year. He'll be the fastest coach fired, I believe, in the NFL. With the way that this team started off this year, with the talent that he has, regardless that he has like a virgin QB or a QB that, I don't know what's going on there, but Mike Evans is a stud. You know, Vincent Jackson is a stud. That running back that they got over there, what's his name? Dwayne Martin? He got some kind of stupid name. Is it Martin? I don't know what it is. I don't really give a shit, but they're studs. He should be able to do a lot more work with it, especially when you're playing against Jay Cutler, the interception machine, bro. He's an interception robot, and you couldn't get the job done, bro. You know what I'm saying? You came out, you got your ass whipped. Yo, bro, it is what it is. I didn't expect Tampa Bay to win this game. There's not a lot to talk about. Chicago didn't do anything spectacular. They just won the game. This was a fucking nightmare for me to watch. And I do it for you guys, bro, because I would much rather just watch one game. But I pay for the service to see all of them, and it's a fucking joke. It's a joke, bro, when you gotta fucking flip through and see a fucking dumbass Lovie Smith looking there like a fucking cocker spaniel. Stupid bitch, bro. All right, I'm done, guys. Next game, Cincinnati at Houston. Cincinnati 22, Houston Texans 13. All right, first of all, Ryan Mallett, I hope you get well. I believe he has a torn pectoral muscle. QB for the Texans. He has started the last 2 games. JJ Watt wasn't really, do I want to say a factor? He made noise, but I didn't get as much from him this game. I don't know if you guys agree with me on that. It wasn't as electric as, you know, this fucking guy catching a fade route in the end zone and all that other shit that was going on. Marvin Lewis, I actually bet them to win this game, but I bet them just because I needed to have like an X factor. Because I don't believe in Marvin Lewis. You know, I believe in the Bengals. No, I can't say I believe in the Bengals. I like AJ Green. Let me just say that. I like AJ Green. Dalton, I don't think he's the quarterback of their future. Even though they want to throw money at him, I just think he's a redhead, bro. And he's going to throw picks. I don't really know about much more about the team. Like, I look, their defense is fucking something to be reckoned with. Their defense. As far as anything else, you know what it is? Get rid of Marvin Lewis and I'll talk to you guys about the Bengals. Until then, you know, they just won the game. Houston, I didn't see a lot out of. Again, Ryan Mallett is hurt. I hope he gets well. Not an exciting game to watch. Again, Jacksonville at Indianapolis. Indianapolis 23, Jacksonville 3. Bro, Andrew Luck, you didn't go over 300 yards. You fucked me, bro. Not realistically, you didn't fuck me in the ass. I'm just saying you fucked me in fantasy because you didn't go over 300 yards and I get bonuses for that and you cost me to lose a fantasy game. But on another note, you guys played well. You beat a bum team. Again, nothing exciting to talk about. This is what you're supposed to do. It's supposed to be a real quick thing, bro. You're supposed to go in there, beat the fuck out of them, and move on with your day. That's it. Green Bay at Minnesota. Green Bay 24, Minnesota 21. This was a very close game. Very competitive game. Aaron Rodgers didn't get to do whatever the fuck he wanted. They were able to pull it out, which is very, very good for the Green Bay Packers. But they got the Patriots this week. And this is going to be a really big test for Aaron Rodgers. Because the one thing that Bill Belichick knows how to do is fuck quarterbacks that are hot. You know, that came off wrong. No, I mean like hot, you know, like they're throwing a lot of touchdowns and playing well. Not hot, like looking realistically hot. And Bill Belichick's going to actually physically fuck them. But I don't know about this week, man. I don't know if Green Bay's going to be able to pull this out against the Patriots. The Patriots scare me, bro. The Patriots scare me because they have coaching. They're one of the few teams in the league that actually has a real coaching staff that's led by a man that will Spygate your ass. Okay, so we're going to get to the Patriots next, actually, but Green Bay played very well. Bridgewater, okay as well. Do I want to say this game was exciting? I didn't watch the whole thing, obviously, because I have to flip through a lot of the early morning games, but looking at the highlights, looking at what happened, you know, sometimes you got to pull out close ones. Minnesota is really under a lot of duress. And like I said, with this whole thing of Adrian Peterson floating around, he's beating kids on their scrotums. It's a lot of things that are going on with Minnesota. And I'm very surprised at the way that they're actually playing. I'm really surprised, man. Like, you guys got to understand, rookie QB, all kinds of shit is going on. Everything is wild. Adrian Peterson didn't play one fucking snap this season. It's been crazy. And they're still able to compete with teams that are coming in that are hot, that are on fire, dog. That's pretty impressive, man. That's impressive. But like I said, I'm looking forward to next week for Green Bay for my real test, and we'll see what goes on from there. Next game, Detroit at New England. New England 34, Detroit 9. Now, when I bet this game, people told me I was crazy. You know, Detroit is explosive. Listen. What's this guy's name? Matthew Stafford is no fucking... Yo, listen. He is no match for Bill Belichick and their schemes. Okay? Matthew Stafford just wants to throw the ball 100 yards every snap. He is no match for Bill Belichick. So when I made this bet, I made the bet based on the coaching. Okay? That's what I made the bet based on. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, you guys have to understand something. What's his name? Jim Caldwell or whatever his name is? He's no match for Bill Belichick. So you gotta go with the Pats on this. You can't bet with your heart. Even if you're a Detroit fan, what the fuck are you talking about? You understand what I'm saying? Like, these guys are jokes. Can they make noise? Yeah, but they're not the same. Yo, bro, man, listen. They're not beating the Patriots. That's the bottom line. Tom Brady went out there and showed them why they're bitches, bro. and then at the end of the game, the center, somebody running up the score. Let me just explain something to you and to all the younger kids, the younger viewers and everything like that. When you're playing in competition, if you don't prepare enough and somebody beats the shit out of you, that's your fault, not the other team wanting to run the score up. If you were doing your job, they couldn't run the score up. That's the issue here. So don't complain when you're getting paid millions of dollars and you go out there and get your ass whipped, because it's professional football. So if you can't take your ass whipping and shut the fuck up, yo, don't play. Be a fucking spectator. But don't try to come out, oh yeah, bro, revenge. You're not beating the fucking Patriots. You're not making it to the Super Bowl. So what the fuck you talking about revenge? You're in the NFC, dickheads. You're not making it to the fucking Super Bowl to meet the Pats. Get the fuck out of here, man. But other than that, pretty good game. Can't complain about that. What else? Tom Brady made them bitches. The defense fucked them up the ass. All right, that's pretty much it. Detroit sucks. Next game, Tennessee at Philadelphia. Philadelphia 43, Tennessee 24. Yeah, I knew Philadelphia was gonna win this game, and I bet them big on my ticket with my bookie. But listen, I'm gonna tell you this, guys. Right, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Philadelphia gives up way too many points. Let me just tell you something about their defense. I think they're ranked like what, 27, 28. Like, bro, you can't be doing shit like this, bro. I understand you got a Chip Kelly offense and all that other good shit, but you can't be doing shit like this. This is craziness. This right here is not good, giving up that many points. But like I said, Tennessee has been scoring more points. Tennessee has been looking better. But I expected the Eagles to win this. Do I expect the Eagles to beat the Cowboys next week? I'm not sure. I probably will bet the Cowboys, but I'll probably lean more towards that as we get closer towards Thanksgiving, which is coming in a couple of days. But Philadelphia, that's way too many points to give up to Tennessee, honestly. As far as the game plan went, Philadelphia looked good. Offensively. Defensively, they have a lot to be desired. Tennessee right now, they're just trying to fight for an identity to know what's going to be happening next season. They're not playing for now. Just watching the game and seeing it. This is, their game plan is, look, go out there and try not to get embarrassed this week, you stupid motherfuckers. If I'm a coach, that's what, I'm not going to tell them like that. I'm going to get them up, but I'm just letting them understand that as a man, you still got to play with pride. You can't go out there just because your record shows one thing. You can't go out there and play like that. You never do that. You never lay down. So that's what they're doing. They're not laying down, but we know as viewers that they're planning for next season. And anybody else that thinks otherwise is a fool. St. Louis Rams at San Diego Chargers. The Chargers 27, the Rams 24. This was actually more of an exciting game than I thought it would be. Yo, Gates looked like he's like 40. I'd let to say younger, but he was running mad fucking slow when he caught that pass across the middle. But this was a game that San Diego had to win. They took care of it. I told you, I've been pretty skeptical about San Diego since they lost to Miami and didn't score. So they're not showing me anything. I have to continue to watch them and see if they can wake the fuck up. But they won the close game against the Raiders. They won this close game against the Rams. And sometimes you got to win close games to get the confidence up. And that's pretty much what they're doing. As far as anything else that I see as far as what San Diego goes, nothing much. They have an explosive offense. Their defense had a lot of guys back that were injured. They looked a little bit better, but you still, the Rams have a great defense. Offensively, they should be putting up 24 points. That's my viewpoint on it. Phillip Rivers, he always looks like he just wants to fuck his wife. He never looks focused on the game. The man has 19 kids or some shit like that, but I have to see. I'll let you guys know about week 15, week 16, going into the playoffs, what I think about San Diego. Don't get me wrong. If San Diego could beat the Patriots and the Broncos, don't get me wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Don't misconstrue what I'm trying to say. I'm just questioning their focus. The Rams, again, with Jeff Fisher, they're preparing for next season. That's what they're doing. Because right now, they suck. Arizona at Seattle. Seattle 19, Arizona 3. Of course, Seattle's going to beat them. They had to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand with the NFL. The NFL is a fucking crazy sport where a team will be on fire. Arizona's on fire doing whatever. But when another team needs to win and they have any type of talent, they'll win the game. Believe that. They'll win the game, bro. And I bet Seattle in this game. Let me just let the cat out the bag. I did very, very well on my ticket this week. We're picking games this week. I did very, very as opposed to last week when I almost got raped and killed. This week was very, very good. But Seattle, they went out there and they dominated. Of course, they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, Carson Palmer's out. Carson Palmer would have made them score 0 points. So I'm not worried about Carson Palmer. Let Arizona do what they got to do. They'll figure it out offensively, and they'll be ready to go, you know, come playoff time. Because I believe that they're still going to make the playoffs. And I don't know about Seattle. I really just don't know how it's going to end up. But I believe the Cardinals can make it. I believe that the quarterback that took the place for Palmer will do well enough to win. And I believe that their defense will step up when it counts. You know, pretty much. So that's just my opinion. Right now, they're in this. You know, this is the NFC West, man. You got the 49ers. You got all these big fucking crazy teams there. We gotta wait to see what happens, but I like Arizona. Tough loss, but I still like Arizona. Miami at Denver. Denver 39, Miami 36. Another close game that the Broncos had to win. They had to win this game. When you lose to the Rams, bro, you gotta come out and you gotta win. You gotta win the game. You know what I'm saying? They were down big. They came back. Great plays by Demaryius Thomas. Great plays by the surrounding cast, and they were able to pull off a win. Denver's really starting to make me question them, though, bro. Like, their defense supposed to be like, oh, shit, you know, DeMarcus Ware, you know, he's 97 years old in football years. You got your other boy over there, Von Miller. Like, bro, you guys ain't doing shit right now. You're giving up way too many points, and you're playing like shit. Bottom line, Denver, I'm going to be watching you guys also, just like I'm watching the fucking Chargers the next couple weeks. I'm going to give my predictions for the playoffs and shit like that. You guys suck balls. I'm going to let you guys know that you suck balls. Bottom line, but you can't be running around with your pants down. And that's what you're doing right now. You're allowing people to see your ass crack. And as long as you allow that, you'll give them hope. And that's what Denver's doing right now. You're giving out hope like you're Obama. And you're going to get that work. Fucking fix it. Miami, on the other hand, Miami defensively is a great team. They gave a lot of points, but, you know, you're dealing with Peyton Manning's offensive line and shit like that. You know, listen, it's going to happen. But this type of game, in all honesty, Denver has to win it. I understand that, you know, the Miami fans are like, yo, we had him. Denver is the better team. Miami is a competitive team. I don't know where they're going in the AFC. I don't know what's happening. But they're not beating Denver. They're not beating you know, I don't think in the playoffs they'll beat the Chargers if they had to play them. But we'll see. It's a lot of shit that's going on. I'm as far as playoff time goes, I'm not a believer in the Miami Dolphins at this point. Washington at San Francisco. Washington 13, San Francisco 17. Are they going to bench RG3 or what? I don't know what's happened. Listen, RG3 has lost a lot of confidence. Number one, because he wears a weave. And number two, because he's not confident in his knee anymore. The coaching staff is horrible. Jay Gruden is a bum as a coach. The whole coaching staff should be fired, in my opinion, and everything that's going on there. They're another team that doesn't have a decent, well-rounded coaching staff, the Washington Redskins. As far as everything else goes, I don't see much out of Washington, even with RG3 being a starter. I don't think I'm being malicious about it. I think the guy's washed up. I think he's just like a Cam Newton. They're both washed up. They're bums, and they're being exposed. I don't know. Russell Wilson is the only guy that's consistently playing well. Him and Kaepernick, these two fucking dickheads that run around and do all their shit, the mobile quarterbacks, they're playing like shit. Plus, to make it worse, RG3 has a weave-in. That's a big deal. And I know something about big deals. You can't have a weave-in, bro. And you can't look like a burnt rat at a fucking press conference talking bullshit. Oh yeah, I'm just worried about the 49ers. Oh yeah, I'm just worried about the 49ers being like Cam. And then both you guys got your ass whooped and you both suck. So why are you trying to be like somebody else? You see what I'm saying, RG3, bro? Pull the weave out. San Francisco, on the other hand, they pulled out the game like they needed to. You've lost P. Willis for the season, I believe, because he has a hangnail hanging from his big toe. Fine. You guys got to figure out a way to win. Bottom line, you guys got a great defense. If you guys get, I'm gonna listen. When they fire Jim Harbaugh, I just hope that he finds another NFL team, and the 49ers just, you know, they don't make the playoffs next season as their punishment. Because you can't just treat people however you want to treat them. When you have a great coach and you have somebody that you know can perform, you don't just get rid of them. You don't talk shit about them. You have some kind of self-respect. Even with the big money making thing, you know, everybody's replaceable. Not in the NFL, not in these sports where you have men that are drama queens and men that are fucking young and stupid that need the right guidance. You don't replace real leaders of men with other dumb dickheads like Tony Sparano. You don't do it. And that's the bottom line. You get rid of Jim Harbaugh, you're going to get that dick in your ass, the 49ers fucking front office. You're going to get the dick in your ass. Figuratively. Dallas at New York Giants. Dallas 31, New York Giants 28. Beckham, yo, what is it? Is it Odell Beckham Jr.? Yo, that mother, do you see that one-handed catch by this dude, Beckham? Yo, bro, listen, let me just say something, bro. Is that the best catch I've ever seen? Probably. It was better than Tyree's where he just fucking just put it to his helmet and held it like a bitch. That was a straight up one, yo bro, fingertip grab the football catch on a defender, inbounds, doing him in the mouth like he's in Vegas. Yo, crazy catch. Game was exciting. Tony Romo showed that he's a great quarterback. When I say great, I'm talking about statistically and what he does for that team. A lot of people hate on Tony Romo. The guy always performs, bro. Listen, even when he throws picks, you can see, you know, he makes very, very bad decisions. But numbers and shit like that, this guy has racked up crazy shit. He's done things that no other quarterback has done in the history of the NFL. If you look at some of the stats that he has. Maybe, I'm not talking about pick sixes though, because I know a lot of guys gonna make fun of it, but he's a great quarterback within his own right. Let me just say that. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. I'm gonna say he's a great quarterback within his own right. Within all these other bums that are in the league right now, you can't knock Tony Romo. And that clutch touchdown pass to Dez Bryant, come on guys. The Giants were playing very, very well. Eli turned off the 5-interception game, came back, play hard, still lost. Threw that pick when his, bro, did you see that pick that he threw when the receiver was right in the middle of the field and Church picked it off? Like, who are you throwing the ball to, Eli? What the fuck are you doing? I don't even know what that guy was doing on that play. Eli lost the Giants that game, and Eli needs to be benched, and somebody needs to do something about this fucking team. Eli's a bum. Eli's washed up. He's fucking done, bro. That's the bottom line. He's fucking done. No questions asked. He's a fucking bum. He lost the game for the Giants. Eli Manning lost the game for the Giants. But on another note, Dallas's offensive line is looking like the offensive line of old, bro. And I'm telling you this right now, guys. Dallas goes into the playoffs. Don't be surprised. They start beating on teams. Don't be surprised. Because if they could do that and Tony Romo can just calm the fuck down, I like Dallas's chances to make some noise in the playoffs. I really do. And I think that they may beat the Eagles. If they beat the Eagles this week, if Dallas beats the Eagles this week, yeah, I like Dallas. I like Dallas to make some noise in the playoffs. I like it. Again, Eli lost the game for the Giants. Eli Manning, himself, by himself. New York Jets at Buffalo Bills, which was played in Detroit. Do we need to talk about this game? Buffalo 38, New York Jets 3. Why is Rex Ryan still a head coach? Why does he have an office in a Jet facility? I'm not even gonna, listen, Michael Vick got injured trying to stop a guy running back a touchdown that he threw. He threw a pick and got hurt trying to stop the guy from running back a pick six. Vick is done. He will not play. If he plays on any other NFL team after this season, you guys are dickheads. That motherfucker is garbage. He's a bum right now. He needs to go sit the fuck down and just be happy that he got a check. He better be very, very thankful to Andy Reid that he gave him a chance in Philadelphia. You know, when Donovan McNabb was still there and shit like that. He better be very thankful to that fat white man, because you would be done. Michael Vick has turned into the biggest bum that the NFL has seen since Ryan Leaf, bro. I know I'm going hard, bro, but like, you know, you go from telling the reporters you didn't prepare hard enough to now you're just playing like shit. You throwing a pick six, but then you're trying to stop the pick six. Like, I can't, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it with this guy. The Jets are a fucking joke. Kyle Orton just dotted them up like straight dickheads. It's embarrassing. And if Rex Ryan is the coach next year for the Jets, the fans have to start asking questions now. Somebody has to ask questions. Is Rex Ryan fucking one of the guys in the front office? Something's going on, because this is just stupid now. This is stupid. The Jets are an embarrassment to themselves, the league, their families, the dogs at the pet care, you know, runaway pets. They're embarrassments to the bum that's in the cities of where we stay. They're embarrassments to everything in the universe. They need to just go away and just stay away. Just go on a hideout and just don't come back for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just go take an unannounced fucking vacation or something. Just don't come back, bro. You guys are fucking garbage. Last game, Baltimore at New Orleans. Baltimore 34, New Orleans 27. Steve Smith Sr. with that catch, though. The defender is all over him, bro. How the fuck did that little motherfucker catch that ball? Then on top of that, New Orleans with their fucking third straight home loss, they suck, man. They're fucking garbage. And I got this dickhead fucking starting on my team. This guy Drew Brees, man. This guy's throwing pick sixes like every fucking game. Like, oh my, yo. Let's just be honest about it. The Ravens, I didn't expect them to win. This is what fucked my ticket up. Let me let the cat out the bag again, as if the cat was in the bag to begin with. I don't know what that saying's about, but this is what fucked my ticket. I picked New Orleans. Out of all the other games, I picked New Orleans at home because I'm saying to myself, it's no way these little dick termite bitches are gonna lose this game. And they did just that. Sean Payton is a joke. Drew Brees is a fucking asshole. And for all you Saints fans like, yeah, the Saints are okay. The Saints are okay, Gmias. Leave in comments. Are they still okay, you fucking assholes? They suck. Defensively, offensively, all kinds of defensively, man. They fucking suck. And that's my whole goddamn fantasy team. Drew Brees, Marcus Colston, Graham. I got all these dickheads. Graham can't even catch the ball on like fucking... how tall is that guy that was defending him, number 33? That was all up in his ass. You gotta be fucking kidding me, Jimmy Graham. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright, I'm calm now. But once again, they're in the, They're in the NFC South, so they may make the playoffs. The New Orleans Saints. Congratulations, bro. At 4-7, there's a possibility that you still may make the playoffs. You guys fucking blow. That's been the Week 12 recap, National Football League 2014. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely like me on Twitter. Or is it like me on Facebook? It's liking me on one of those things. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Definitely go to iTunes and download the GmiasWorld podcast for free. There's almost up to 200 podcasts, including these recaps, for your listening pleasure. A lot of comedy, a lot of songs, a lot of different variations, things to get your mind off of a lot of things that are going on. I'll be back next week. It's going to be a nice week, Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys have a safe and healthy Thanksgiving and be ready to go next week when I have my next recap. I'll see you guys then. Until next time, it's always one love.